Hey everyone! Today I wanted to create my first portfolio video and focus on the Twine project we created for English 301. This platform ended up being extremely useful for my topic, which focused on 2 books that will be a part of my senior thesis. The books are a part of a subgenre called historiographic metafiction, hence the title of my project, and I used Twine as a way to flesh out ideas for my thesis. It was also a way to help create a new understanding of the genre and the way that books function using this literary technique. Twine functions as a choose-your-own-adventure, as you can see, from all of these different arrow choices and paths. Mine actually mimicked the thematic structure of my novels, making it a super effective way to convey this information. I chose 2 books, one named Atonement by Ian McEwan, and the other Life After Life, a novel by Kate Atkinson. The book basically follows a cyclical structure, and again, I found this very useful when utilizing Twine because of that choose-your-own-adventure type function. Twine was pretty simple to learn, although its customization function relies on HTML coding, which I'm not at all familiar with. This ended up proving to be really difficult because of how much Googling and maneuvering amongst other projects I ended up having to do. Something that was really helpful in figuring out the customization controls and codes was this website, which is basically a printout of all of the HTML color codes that you can utilize for your Twine project. On top of having to Google some color codes and customization codes, I also went into some other Twine projects that I found on the internet and utilized some of their code. That can be found right here on the style sheet. All of this code for me was used for background color and text color, and I found it really helpful in figuring out how to customize my own color codes and customization. Something that was extremely frustrating was that my project worked really well for me in my thesis, but at times I found I had trouble conveying all of the inside jokes or inside thematic structure that you would only understand if you'd read the novels. This was frustrating for me because I really wanted to clearly convey the ideas I had in my head, and Twine seemed an effective form of doing so, but not as clearly as I would have wanted. Finally, I wanted to make the project feel cohesive, regardless of all the branching off, and so Twine allowed me to do this by tying back together my separate branches and creating a unified color scheme throughout the entirety of the piece. The color scheme can be seen here, and it's a teal with a gray background. I tied together all of these branches with one final piece that summed up the genre of historiographic fiction. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of my Twine project.